Jason Rantz joins us now from Seattle. And Jason, you heard what Dan Springer was saying about the rise in homicides. So far, there are 20 homicides in the city of Portland the first 10 weeks of this year. It was 26 in all of 2018, which was the last year before the defund the police movement really started going in earnest. I mean, is it just a logical conclusion that if you take money away from police forces, crime is going to go up?
Yeah, it shouldn't shock anyone. I mean, they specifically got rid of the gun violence reduction team, and then gun violence skyrocketed. There is very clearly a correlation between these things, and it goes beyond, I think, just the defunding of the police departments. We also now have a culture that is actively attacking policing in a more general sense. And when you have decided that you're going to side against law enforcement and side in large part with the people who are committing these crimes, this is the end result. We're no longer punishing people who are breaking the law. We're going incredibly light on repeat offenders, and then we pretend to be shocked that they continue to be repeat offenders.
You probably heard Mark Meredith's report where he was talking about what's going on in Maryland, where the legislature there is looking at repealing the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights. They've also dumped some bills on Governor Larry Hogan's desk. He says he has not yet had time to go through them. He said, quote, "We haven't even had time to read what they slapped together," adding that the Maryland House, quote, "basically put some poison pills in each of the bills and combined them all together with some of the worst possible stuff, along with some positive reforms." I mean, even these reform bills are rife with politicking.
Oh, absolutely. And that's a big problem. They're doing this because they want to pass a whole bunch of stuff at once. A lot of the controversial issues that will make policing incredibly more dangerous for the officers themselves. And it's not just in Maryland. It's all across the country. We're dealing with it right now in Washington State, for example, where they are getting ready to ban the use of tear gas during riots. So I want you to think about what that means for the officers and, frankly, for the people in the middle of the riots. No longer can you use a non-lethal tool to break up a dangerous riot where there's the risk of imminent death. You're now sending individuals into their riot with what? Their handguns and a baton. That's not going to lead to safer policing. They have to understand what it is they're doing, and the consequences to this are officers are leaving in droves. There are mass exodus of police officers all across the country. And there are a lot of open vacancies right now, vacancies for these positions. Who would want to be a cop right now in this country?
You also wonder who'd want to be a park ranger if the city of Portland's putting you on the front line there and you're getting chased out of a park by a man with a machete. But the fact that the city council denied Ted Wheeler, and of all people, Ted Wheeler's request for $2 million in emergency funding to try to beef up the police department. What you talked about morale in the police department, but the departments themselves trying to find people to fill the gaps of the officers who are leaving. What kind of situation is it leaving them in?
It's leaving them in an incredibly difficult one. I mean, right now you've got about 115 officers who have left the Portland Police Department as of mid last year. And you've got, I believe the number was a little under 100 of officers who are getting ready to retire this year. So obviously you've got to fill that pool somewhere. You don't have enough police officers to safely patrol the city of Portland. And again, these are numbers that we're seeing across the country. What that means is not only is it more unsafe for those of us who live in these cities, but it's unsafe for the officers who don't have enough backup when they do have to go into emergency situations. A lot of these cities, especially in the Pacific Northwest, we are one or two major moment away, major incident away from being completely understaffed. And it will cost people more lives. That's obviously a huge issue.
Jason Rantz, always good to get your perspective on things. Thanks so much.
Thanks, John.